Let's talk a little bit more about volunteers and interns. I think an intern is the equivalent to a nonprofit local church or ministry volunteer. The volunteer side in a ministry or organization is pretty simple. Most churches are 98% run by volunteers. The majority of the work and the labor force of a local church is volunteer based. In the world of business, interns are what I would consider the equivalent of a volunteer. Now, how do you motivate, how do you recruit and train volunteers and interns? I think you have to have a system in place wherein there's some recruitment that's done, announcements are put out, opportunities are exposed, and people know, hey, here's a place where you can volunteer or here's a place where you can intern. The system has got to be strong enough so that once a person says, hey, I'd like to sign up to volunteer with your youth program, or I'd like to sign up to be an intern in your accounting department. There must be a strong system of follow-up and a strong system of training. So when a person signs up, they get followed up on, they get a contact. In our organization, we have a whole system in place where we can deliver that to you if you'd like us to send you our template for how we recruit and train and equip and place volunteers and give them an opportunity to see if the area they volunteer for, they even like it, they enjoy it. Is it a good fit? We do a skill set analysis, a spiritual gift analysis, so that they're kind of have a feel for an area that they need to be serving in. All of those things are important. The reason why this works in the business world as well with an internship is because once a young person or an aspiring professional in your industry understands that what they learn from you is as important as what they can earn from you, then you have them where you want them to be, which is at an intern level, because you can say, look, I don't have the capital right now to pay you, but what I will give you is an opportunity to show you everything we do so that you learn and understand this business and how it all works, because this is apparently what you want to ultimately do. And so that internship can grow into, maybe after a while a person can maybe, if it's sales oriented, can maybe make some commission money. I think one of the things that business owners should do is you should have everybody in your organization with a sales mentality. I think everybody should have some incentivizing to sell so that they know it's not just one rainmaker in this organization. All of us are out here trying to generate more revenue, trying to reach more people, trying to draw more people into the organization, into the business. And when that happens, if you find somebody who you got an admin who's better at selling, then let them sell more often than they're doing admin, and find somebody else to do the admin, and so on and so forth. But generally speaking, how internships and volunteers work is it's similar to having an employee. They get the same tools, they get the same resources and support and training, but they just don't get compensated. And in order to have growing organizations, you got to have both. You got to have some interns working as much as you possibly can in your business, because out of your pool of interns will eventually become your staff. You'll find some great staff after you're actually able to try them before you buy them as interns. Many of the people who work full-time in the organization that I lead were once volunteers in the organization. I'd say 90% of them started as volunteers. And that's how we're able to watch them, monitor them, get a sense of their work ethic, and say, by the time they're ready to move on, we could say, listen, we got to keep this person, or it was great getting to know them. They learned a lot, and we hope it was a blessing for them. But some people who were so great as volunteers, we just found a way to keep them on. And so it's a great way of developing and growing both your ministry and your business through volunteers and through interns.